This might be one of the most interesting videos that I make, just because I was sent this mic by Movo. This is their new mic mini, their mini USB-C mic, and this is the BOYA Mini USB-C mic. And what I can tell you is this: you will not be able to distinguish between these two minus the labeling. It is simply not possible. They are identical in every single way. If you remove the labeling, these are the exact same mics, all right? We got BOYA mic right here. We got Movo mic right there, okay? If I turn this over, same thing. If we turn it this way, same thing. If we go this way, same thing. And then they both have the little NR button right there. And they both have the exact same clip right here. So if you are someone that is thinking about these microphones, what I would tell you is they are identical. To the best that I can tell, looking at all of the information on the insides, the pamphlets, the battery life, all of the things. We look at these little receivers. I mean, they are completely indistinguishable minus any of the labeling. It's just BOYA versus Movo, Nano versus Micro or Mini. Yeah, Nano mic versus Mini mic, BOYA Mini. And so what I would say is this. This would be an example of essentially white labeling, right? So every company probably does this to some extent, right? You go find the products from companies, you use some of the products, in some of the things in your products, whether it's like silicone chips or things like that, like for micro, processors and screens, all those kinds of stuff. Like that's kind of normal. We expect that. And so I would say that, because this is a lower end item, it's meant to be a more affordable item, this is just one of those things where you throw your brand on there and you get it out there for people that might be interested in your brand name and they'd be willing to get something like this. But just understand that that is essentially what these are. This is not anything that I would be worried about, I guess is what I would say. Like some people would be like, oh, that's terrible. Like sometimes I see those kinds of comments and things like that. I really don't think that's such a bad thing. Like if the mic works, the mic works. It's more about that to me than anything else. So I don't really worry about these kinds of things, but I did want to point it out because I thought it was very interesting that these companies have done that with these little microphones, Movo and BOYA, and these were both sent to me for videos. And now I have two identical little microphones, for those of you that are wondering. I had actually tested this one in several scenarios. And what I will say is, if you're trying to decide between getting one of these mics, personally, I would spend the tiny bit of money more and get the Hollyland Lark A1. All right, you can get the USB-C combo, you can get the USB Lightning combo, but I would go for these. If I was picking between any of these mics, these are the ones that I would get every single time. Just the function, the quality, the wind muffs, like all of the experience, the magnets, like this is the better deal. All right, so that is what I would say as a concluding point to all of that. But I did think it was interesting that both of those companies sent me their stuff and the things are identical. So there you go. Let me know if you had any questions. Remember, you're either going to sink or swim, so let's rise with the tide. I'll see you on the flip side.